There you go. Supply chain journey.
Yeah.
Please.
So yeah, take an example of a hypothetical device. Let's say it's a respiratory drug delivery device. Um, we have different parts coming from different parts of the world, like different components, as I mentioned before, plastic molded components. Any medical device have plastic molded parts. It is made of mostly plastics, not always metal, mix and match of different parts. So in terms of plastics, you have different type of plastics coming from different parts of the world. Some are very specific, some, and each has a different requirement, each has different. Even if we think about the plastic components, it looks very simple, but the process itself to mold a medical device, like I can quote one example, practical example, where the operator somewhere sitting in one country, I won't name it here, um, is not capable enough to to maintain the manufacturing conditions for a specific plastic molded part. If you don't do it, it will have a coloration. It has a perfect material. It is everything perfect, but it will cause some decoloration because you are not or they were not able to manage those temperature, heating cycle, and all that parameter on the molding machine. And this causes so much frustration because you are not on site. You cannot actually say what's happening there. It's not always easy that you fly from one site to other site. For the cases where you have to investigate any problem, any potential problem. Uh, and some highly specialized sensors or any electronic sensors, or like let's suppose in valves, or they are coming from another country, let's suppose in Taiwan or China or Switzerland. You have to rely on their COC. I mean, once you built a medical device, you need to have all the COCs or COA of all the manufacturers. You have to rely on those suppliers. So in most cases, you go there once in a year or every 2 years to audit them. It's a responsibility of every device manufacturer, but you cannot be sure that they are actually keeping track of all their processes in a way they should. Even if they are ISO 13485 certified, there are always some quality issues there. They have manufacturing issues. They have issues um, mm, by their suppliers. So what is really important for us in the medical devices, that we need to keep track of all the suppliers in a way that any problem or a potential problem, we would be able to pinpoint it, and we will be able to go there. So in some cases, it's almost impossible. Like if the supplier somewhere is in China, it is almost impossible that you fly back and forth and look and investigate it. So that is one of the reasons that we or other manufacturers in Europe, they are trying to bring, or they are trying to have the most suppliers within European boundary, or at most USA, where you have an easy access to the partners and suppliers, and in the quality oversight. So probably there is one standards or one quality process. It's called MDSAP. So once you get this certification, you are more or less sure that you meet the regulatory requirement of Europe and US. So uh, the world is going through a sort of standardization, at least the Western world, where if you have a certification, quality certification of Europe or US, you are automatically qualified for America and for the US and for US Canada. Europe and Japan. So this program is quite, it's not very new, but it is supported by FDA. So this is actually making life easier. Recently, the 820 standard or QSR 820 has been updated to have better alignment with ISO 13804 So we are moving towards more, I would say, standardization in this area as well, just like automotive. That automotive in the whole world is working in more or less in the same standards. So we are on track. I mean, I would say it's improving.
Exactly. And I would say that the existing, what do you call MRA, mutual recognition agreements, they pave a way towards lowering the barriers, making processes more robust, more standardized across borders, and reducing the complexity in the supply chains overall. So yeah, that initiative
Hopefully,
is happening.
yes, I would say.